Good morning, folks. My name is Chris Capper and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV, and I am so excited to show you this 2024 Newmar Supreme Aire 4530. This is probably one of, if not the best Super Cs on the market. It's got so many amazing features, and if you want to get to where you're going in style with an absolute beast of an engine that's going to be able to carry up to 30,000 pounds behind you, this is what you want to watch today. So what we have right here, I'll just get this baby open so we can just get straight to business. This is a DD13, Detroit Diesel 13, 12.8 liter engine. This has 525 horsepower and 1,850 pounds of foot torque. 30,000 pounds towing capacity, and you can actually put 3,000 pounds vertical on that, so you can easily stow a stackable trailer behind this. Or let's say you're up in Maine and you want to get that big boat of yours down to Boca Grande in Southwest Florida. This is the coach to take you in there. So let's walk around the front right here, and you can just see how simple and easy everything is to access. So I've got my power steering fluid, I have my oil dipstick, my coolant, I can put oil in there. Everything here is just a mechanic's dream to access. This is what, I mean, you'll see like on 25 right behind us is, there's semi-trucks that are driving similar coaches or similar setups here. With this right here, you have this nice chrome 3-piece bumper. So if for some reason you were to get into a little bit of an oopsie right here, this will actually come in and not ruin the entirety of the bumper. This is also designed to where if this were to hit this in any capacity, it has a little piece in there to minimize that cutting your tires, so that helps your whole situation out. And then you don't want to stand on here, but you can always stand on this right here. We have our electronic control module, a big fan over here. But let's come back around to the other side where we were and point out something else, because I had one of my customers who purchased this who were wondering this. Right here, you can actually jump your batteries from right here for your chassis batteries. So here's your positive and your negative. And then that is right behind these absolutely awesome Michelin 365 by 70 22.5-inch rims with this Alcoa Durbright rim right here. And they just use so many plies on this. So I'm going to push this back, but just notice these big support struts right here. And what those are designed to do is, if you're working on here, if you have this open and you get a big wind, it's not going to take your head off. So really nice and easy to shut right there and to open. And then you have these two pieces right here, one on each side, just locks that right back in. So another cool feature on all of this is going to have anti-lock brakes with this. And then we have this BASF Masterpiece paint finish. This is mixed every day by industrial engineers within the Newmar plant, and this is a custom color, so nobody else is going to have this exact color out there. And these colors are iron gray metallic, white, Westminster blue, and Havana black, and it just gives us such a beast mode look right here. This paint right here is cut and buff finished. It is just the highest level. I've seen coaches come in 10 and 20 years old from Newmar, and their paint still looks remarkably great. So you'll notice I have this side view mirrors right here, or not mirror, cameras right here. So that'll show you that blind spot area when you are turning. Of course, I always recommend using your mirrors as well. I focus on my mirrors. These are nice chromed heated mirror right here, and I also have right here, this is a mirror that shows me right down the side, so I can see where that curb is when I'm pulling up tight. Backing up a little bit, you'll notice we have the Girard Nova package. So not only do we get the slide out toppers and we get these electric automatic awnings that come down that just help block that sun out, but we also have these beautiful Nova awnings right here. These awnings are amazing. I've actually seen them go straight up in a windstorm that just came out of nowhere. They went right back in without any issue. tested them a few more times, no issue. They're designed for that. We have this nice LED lighting. So the key here is that when you're camping with your family, guess what? If you want to camp out, you can set up your chairs out here, and you can keep the light rain and snow off of you and just get some nice camping going and have some fun, because this whole thing's about more fun, less hassle. So we've got a little storage area right here, and this is where I have the 2-inch and 2 5/16" ball, and then I can switch that up and down for higher and lower. We'll get back, it's on that Gen Y hitch back there, 30,000 pound hitch. So here I have this Oasis Chinook hydronic heating system. This is a dual loop system. It uses fluids that go around the coach, and it gives you the best type of heating that you can get on there. We talked about towing your yacht from Maine down to Boca Grande, Florida. If you have a yacht, you very likely, if it's big enough and it's a multi-day adventuring yacht, you might have an Oasis Chinook, so you're familiar with how good these are. These have 2 electric heating coils in them, and also that a diesel burner that goes into a stainless steel tank, where a lot of competitors just use a steel one. So the other huge issue with this, or the benefit of this is a low pressure system. So you only need regular tools, and a regular handy person can do the maintenance on this, which is a lot lower than, let's say, an Aqua Hot, which is a high pressure system. So these need more maintenance. They also use more fuel and make more noise and produce more exhaust, whereas this does the opposite of all that. So if you want something that can heat this as good or better than an Aqua Hot can, and you want it to be quieter, use less fuel, and put out less exhaust, you want to get an Oasis Chinook, which is why Newmar chose that. I think 15 or 20 years ago they moved away from the Aqua Hot, and we think that's been a great idea here. Right behind this little piece here is my hydraulic system, and it's on a slide out tray, so you can actually pull those cotter pins out. And if you know how to work on hydraulic systems, which I do not, or your mechanic or technician, they can actually access this easier. So what here is hydraulic? So both of my front slides are hydraulic, my leveling system is hydraulic, and my front steps are hydraulic as well. So those are going to control, that's going to control all of that. And there's manual overrides for that as well. So here I have my 150 gallon water heater is right behind this area. You can see I have my fresh tank drain. This is designed to be a pegboard for your tools. You can also put some fluids here as well. We have another space in the back we can do that. So we just give you the opportunity to do it as you wish. Now we talk about our 150 gallon water here. I also have a 60 gallon gray water tank and a 40 gallon black tank. So with this, you'll notice that it's here. This is actually insulated, so we have at least 1 inch of bead foam insulation on here. I have insulation above and below this right here, and so that's how much insulation. I think it's several inches of insulation, including the wood. And the benefit to that is when you're running that 50,000 BTU Oasis Chinook hydronic heating system, it is heating your bays. So all your tanks are going to be heated as well. Here, I love it, we have a 43-inch Samsung 4K television. It's a smart TV, and then I have a Bose soundbar down here. You can play this, play your favorite game, or if, let's say, you're a race car driver or you're servicing race cars, you can actually have it playing right here and see what's going on as well. You can Bluetooth your phone directly into this, and so you can listen to your favorite bands here. I've got 2 110 outlets and 2 USB-A outlets right here. And then here I can switch this from TV to the front radio. So if I'm using that front Excite dash radio to get that Sirius XM, and I want to listen to 90s on 9 or whatever channel that it is that you like to listen to, you can actually play that directly through here. And you notice this is a metal slam latch, because when you're buying a Supreme Aire, or Newmar particularly, you're going to want to have quality stuff that's going to last you a long time. So here I have a generous storage bay, and so here I could see myself storing my You could actually get a cooler put in there, and 12 volt. There's a 12 volt and a 110 connection. You can also put your chairs in here, whatever you might need to be camping here. So everything is really easy to access for you. And then just to notice, as we're looking at these doors, we also upgraded these with the stainless steel package. And you know, each one of these cargo bay doors is lockable, but I can actually lock and unlock that with the key fob or from the button inside. So as soon as you hit that in gear, it's going to lock these. So more storage right here. So these right here are the Michelin. These are 295 by 80s, 22.5-inch rims, and you'll notice I've got 8 here. So I have 10 huge tires with a ton of ply on it to just give you all the stability you need on the road to get you where you need to go. Another cool thing is that I can actually use differential lock on these, and we'll get in there. But if you're on snowy conditions, if you're up in the mountains and you're towing that 30,000 pound and it's starting to get a little icy, you can go ahead and lock these wheels up. Obviously you don't want to do that when you're driving just on normal conditions, because it'll wear your tires. Notice that these slides are nice and flush right here. So with these flush mount slides, and also I have the frameless windows right there, it's going to minimize any road noise or debris that might try to get in here, rain, water, anything like that. It's my egress door right here, and we're going to come back to that on the inside, but that is the vent for the washer and dryer, for the dryer specifically. Now this is pretty neat. I'm going to open both of these at the same time so you can get an idea of just how much storage we have. And with this, so this has a more floor slide, which we'll get to on the inside, but Newmar developed a star foundation, which is strong, true, and robust. And to do that, they had to do that with that slide, and you get the best drive here. So you'll notice these tubular steels come through, and then I have this piece right here, this truss piece that comes here and just lowers the weight of the vehicle a little bit lower, gives you better drive. But most importantly here, I've got some pass-through storage, and that's up here and also below here. I don't know anyone else who has that, honestly. I think that's something that's unique to Newmar. There's a few other things we're going to get into. Newmar was also the first one to introduce a full wall slide on a Super C. Oh, I do need this open real quick. You'll notice I have a nice mud guard down here, so that's going to just minimize any rocks or stuff that's coming up and hitting any tow vehicles or your trailer that you're hauling. Here's my Gen Y. So you saw the hardware up there. I can just hook that in right there, and that can go up or down. And then I have a 30,000, that's a 30,000 pound hitch. Here's my 7-way right here. And then my Voyager. So this is for I can put 2 cameras on there. And this right here is for that. And that you can actually take this out and lower that and raise that up and down. I can also, with my air ride, I can lower the back of this chassis too by popping a button in there, and we'll get to that. I have about 7 feet of storage back there. I think it's 32 inches wide, something like that, and about 8.5 inches tall. And then I can also put, people joke about putting their liquor here. I ain't putting my liquor back here, guys. I'm keeping that inside. And but I will put my oil, my Oasis fluids and stuff like that. There's a convenient little light right here, so if it is night, you can see what you want to do. And then you'll notice just like how good all this is built. Just good hinges on this, high quality. Newmar just really over-engineers everything to make sure that it's working good for you. So let's get this shut and let's look at this beautiful paint job right here with that masterpiece paint finish. And you'll see I have this little scoop down up here. That's going to take that wind and bring it right down here. Keep that nice and clean for you. Plenty of docking lights back here. All these lights are going to be LEDs up top down here. It's going to give you the best position for anybody behind you knowing what you're getting ready to do. So for you race car drivers and anybody who's bringing anything with a stackable trailer, do you want to power that? We've put the 50 amp 240 volt option in there, so you can just hook that right in there and power whatever tools that you need powered there. And here I have my Cummins Onan quiet diesel 12,500 watt generator, another beast of an engine on this. Guys, this is standard. So when something is standard on a coach, your trade-in values and resale values are going to be better because of that. So these are very easy to work on. This panel comes off right here. I can add the oil right there. So it's something that even I could probably do my maintenance on. Do recommend you run those about half an hour every month or so, just to keep all those seals lubricated and the oil getting hot. One of my Girard awning packages here, that's electric, and you'll see I have another one right here. This is a great spot for your putting your sewer hose in there. Now, the sewer hose isn't going to be your primary hose, because with this right here we have a Thetford Sanacon macerator system. And that macerator system, so with this right here, I can pull this out about 20 feet. And here it is right here. There's the system, and I can turn that on and off with the panel. But it's basically a blender. Just think about ordering a banana smoothie. Well, that's basically what this does. So you don't want to put anything in there except for, you know, whatever your human waste and toilet paper. I did read recently that somebody on one of the owners group forums put a flushable wipe down. You don't want to do that. Don't put flushable wipes down here. They're not flushable, not even really for the regular sewer systems. So if you were to do that and that were to fail, Newmar's also giving you the benefit of having the gravity drain, which is why we would keep the sewer hose in there. So if this wasn't working, you have a backup right there. So that way your camping isn't going to be a poopy experience, right? I've got two electric knife valves right here to control my gray and my black. I can also access my tanks and a bunch of other things from this panel. I've got my gray and black tank rinse open and closed, and I can do both, not just black tank, but gray tanks. Gray tanks can get a little smelly too. So you can actually rinse that with this whole house water filter and a chrome or stainless steel hot and cold water shower. So, and then I think this is a 20-foot hose right here on a power cord reel, so that works there. And then you'll notice is everything here is nice and sealed, so Newmar is really taking care of you. Right here, if you do want to rinse this out and clean it, you have a little drain space to do that. So, and then you'll just notice how this goes in and up. So Newmar's just great on their engineering. I'm coming in and now it's lifting that whole piece up. They shut really easily. Some of the older ones took a little bit more to shut, but in 2024, these are great. I have a 50 amp power cord reel right there that's 50 feet long. So that I can, as long as I'm within 50 feet. And the other cool thing is that on some styles, these are all the way towards the front. So this is more of a mid-body design, so it's giving me a few extra, maybe an extra 3 to 5 feet of connection. I have a surge guard right here, and this feels nice and warm because I had that Oasis on just to make sure all those batteries were nice and warm this morning. So now this is just singing my love language, guys. Right here I have two 320 amp hour batteries from Lithionics. I believe these are manufactured in Clearwater, Florida, right by my hometown of Tampa. You can put another one in there to get up from 340 to 960. I have two Freedom pure sine wave inverters right here, so it's 3,000 watts each. And with that, I can actually run my front air conditioner without running my generator. So Newmar is just really getting top line stuff in here. These are my chassis battery access, so it's nice and sealed in there, and you just pop that open. Nothing really interesting there, it's just two chassis batteries. And then here's my 100-gallon diesel fuel tank, 6-gallon diesel exhaust fluid, and this is my Oasis fluid right here. And I've got two air lines that I could connect to if I need to use that air. And then here's just a little oil filter. And then you can see that beast of a fuel tank. And these are not saddleback fuel tanks on this one, so just one huge one. Here we go on that side view camera. And let's talk about this a little bit. So when I got this open, I got a reflector here. I've got that on my Mercedes. I think that's really nice. So if anybody's coming by you, it's going to give just a little bit more visibility to you. These are really to get up. You can see I've been up here. So just a few steps, I grab this handle right here, and then I can come up and get right in to the coach. And then and we'll come around in here a little bit, but this is telescoping and tilting this year. So really cool. But we'll do that on the inside. And these are air ride. So I call this the air squared because it's not just air ride seats, which is what a lot of other high quality motorhome manufacturers have. It also has an air ride chassis, and nobody else has that. So if you want the most comfortable ride out there, you want to get this Newmar Supreme Aire. So coming around here, did forget to mention I got a little doorbell here, so your guests come in, they can ring that. I have a keyless entry system here as well, so I can just lock my keys right in there and come back in, put my code in, and we're good. So let's come on in. Would like to show real quick, another thing that I think is still unique to Newmar is that this is a step cover. On Class A's you see them all the time, but on Super C's you don't. So if you've got a dog or a cat and you're driving around and you don't want them falling down this step well, this will actually come out and then come pretty even with this. So nice, everything's nice and lit. And I'm just gonna let Jody kind of like show real quick what everything looks like with it shut. And then, so you got a good view of that. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these out. So you'll notice that these are going out. These are hydraulic systems. This is the More Floor Slide. This was developed in 2015. Or the Star Foundation and More Floor Slide were developed in 2016, came in our first product in 2016, and then it's been on all of our Newmar Supreme Aires since they came out in 2020. And you'll notice that's just going straight down, and it just seals up. Watch that seal go. Boom. So look at this. I don't have carpet in this. So this can be super easy to maintain, super easy to you just sweep. I've got my whole house vacuum system right here, and then I can just sweep stuff into this automatic floor dustpan. I have another slide back here. Pop this baby out. Now this is an electric slide. And Newmar actually invented the first slide in 1988, put in the first fifth wheel product in 89, first motorhome product in 91. Newmar is known for having the fewest slide issues in the industry. They're not putting in the cheap stuff that you'll see in a lot of other motorhomes. I almost said competing motorhomes, but I don't think they're competing when they're using cheap stuff like that. So let's go to this bathroom. So I've got, you notice I have all the shades, the day shades down. I also have night shades. I have an egress door here. So if I did need to exit out of here or just load up from the back, I can open this. This pops out. It's a false panel. There's a chrome telescoping ladder back there. And then these also pop off pretty easily in an emergency situation if you needed to. A nice chrome macerator toilet right here. Toilet paper holder. Remember we talked about that dryer vent. Well, I've got my washer and dryer. So these actually wash and dry pretty quickly because they're not a combo washing system. This is just, the only thing is these are gonna be smaller than what you use at home. Now, if you're from Europe, this is what you're using in Europe, right? Because everything they have there is smaller. And then also want to point out, so we talked about the outside decor. This right here is the driftwood glazed maple hardwood high gloss, and it's a raised panel door right here, and they have nice glazing in this right here. Just the amount of work that goes into this stuff is just amazing. And then right under here I have where my Oasis can heat this bathroom here and here. And looking here, look at this beautiful mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror there, Jody. And then, so this morning I got a great shave, my double edge razor. This is perfect for that because it gives me all the lighting I need. And then you'll notice I have these nice little chains here that keep this from opening and breaking against this. All of this, right, and then that's the power cord for that to light these up. Huge medicine cabinet right here. I have power in here, so if you would like to have your curling iron, your electric razor for the guys, hair dryer, you can actually keep that plugged in, keep it in right here to keep your counters clear. My wife's very big about keeping clear counters, so this is a way to actually be able to do that easily. Or maybe you just have a water pick or an electric toothbrush in there. So we have this high polished surface right here, and then this just really cool modern style drain system. So everything here is just so luxurious and beautiful. Throughout the coach, you'll notice that I have these KIB panels. And so here I can control my ceiling lights. So if something's not on in here, so let's say my mirror lights weren't on, I can actually come right here and just pop them on. But I can also access more things in my coach. So for my shades, I can take that shade up, so that shade's going up right now, and that is going to help to make egress or loading a little bit easier. And then I can also pop my nightshade down and do that. But I can access everything from my water miser to my aquamizer, my water pump and aquamizer, so we'll get into that next. So, and then my monitor panel, I can see what everything is going on right now. So very cool. Little place for your hand towels right here. And then this is a beautiful shower, and it's big enough for most people. I've got two places to put towels right here. This will lock it, so when you're driving, you definitely want that locked. When I open this up, just look at how amazing all this is. So this is the ceramic tile in here, and this is all real tile. And then you'll notice right here, I've got my aquamizer light on. So I'm going to pop this teak seat down. And what I can do is if I'm boondocking, right? So I want to have hot water. I'm going to get super hot water really quick from that Oasis system, but I'm still going to have a little bit of cold water in the line right here. So and I'm not going to do it because I don't want any fluid to leak on me, but I put this into recirculate. This will change probably in about a minute from blue to red. Red means hot. Hot means I'm ready. I'm going to take this, I'm going to push that away from me because I got a little bit of a line right here, and then I'm going to pop this in the right spot, and it's going to give me that nice hot steamy shower that I want. A little place right here, so if you're a lady and you're shaving your legs, whether you're sitting or standing, you can put your leg right here. More place for options of your razor or whatnot. Right behind me, you can put your scrunchies, or you can actually get something to hang a razor there as well. I don't recommend laying razors flat. And then I have shampoo, conditioner, body wash. So why are these here? Well, these are here so that way they're not flying around when you're driving. So you just have to agree what you're going to use between the two of you. And I think most of us guys are like, hey, whatever she wants, she gets, right? I'm gonna lock that. And then here, I've got this nice little storage area. So you can put your washcloths, towels, whatever you want in here. Plus we have some stuff over here. And then I also have this nice safe little hanging spot right here. And then a little place for two little shelves. And then right down here, I almost forgot this, I've got a lot more storage space. And all these right here are gonna be soft closed drawers. And then you have this beautiful glazing on these, just absolutely gorgeous. So let me just show you this. We have a full length mirror right here. So you can see in front of you and behind you when you're looking in, you can see both mirrors, which is really neat. And then I'm gonna let you guys get out of that bathroom. And then coming into here, I have a smoked mirror here, and then I have another smoked mirror behind my headboard. So let's move over to the bed area. So here you can put, whatever massage oils, lotions that you might want to have in there. I have two 110 outlets, and then there's also USB. So I can actually have my phone sitting right here, and then just have the wire coming through here and keep this shut. So just Newmar's thought of everything. We have some ambient lighting behind that beautiful fascia piece right there. And then here, there is on each side, there's going to be an access point. If you have a CPAP or BiPAP, you can just put that in there, and that'll just come straight down and keep you in a good sleeping environment. And you just plug that into that GFCI outlet right there. You can actually plug two separate ones in there if you both needed that. And then we were talking about this is the Sea Haven decor. I think this is beautiful. It's kind of got a velvety feel to that. Nice bed, nice amount of pillows. And under here, you can see I've got two chairs. So and I'll show you where those go. And right under this panel, when you're in bed, you can actually, there's a KIB panel in there. You can turn on the exterior lights. You can turn the generator on and off. You can turn all the lights in the coach off. It's really easy to do. And here we have two shirt closets. And they are lit. I have the light turned on already. That's a manual lighting. You could actually get someone to hook that up to be automatic motion sensor for you. But you'll notice we still have this beautiful raised panel wood here with a nice hardwood maple. And then I have 5 drawers and then an AV closet. So most of the drawers open like this, but notice how this sticks out, which is what we want, right? This has an extender rail, so it comes out all the way, because Newmar cares about you, and their engineers take these out. They take them out throughout the country and test them. And then we talked about that AV closet. That's going to be right here. And then you can, so we do have a satellite on this. This is a Winegard SK2300 automatic satellite dish. So you could just hook your Wally or whatever satellite set-top box you want in there. You can also, we could hook up a Starlink for you as well, and you could stream. And then here I have, just like we had on the outside, a 43-inch Samsung 4K television. So now I have a panel right here, and I can kind of access what I need to. I'm going to show you most of the stuff on the next panel, but I just want you to see that this is just a smaller version of the main control center, okay? And then we have these really heavy doors right here that will open and shut, and they just give you the privacy that you need. So if you do have some guests in here, you can just keep this shut so nobody accesses this. And you might say, well, where are they going to go to the bathroom? Well, they're going to go to the bathroom right here in this nice half bath. So porcelain toilet, we have the same accoutrements that we had in the other one, minus the shower and the some of the washer and dryer and whatnot. And then right here, this, I'm just gonna kind of get out of the way. So I have my spare fuses on the bottom, my circuit breakers on the left, but you notice I have circuit breakers on the top left. I mean, circuit breakers on the right, circuit breakers on the top left. That's where my inverters, I have those two 3,000 watt pure sine wave inverters. That's where they're connected to. So if you need to connect something to it, that's where you would do it right there. Everything is very nicely labeled for you, and just another big medicine cabinet. And then this just shuts right here. We've got this kind of split door hinge. The reason that Newmar does this is it gives you the ability to, when all your slides are in, to access that. So we talked about this. Let's talk about a little bit more. So this is my home screen. First of all, let's get the climate down here a little bit because I'm a little bit warm. Get that on cool. So here's my home screen. I can see where all my tank levels are. There's what's in here is going to be what's that called? The winterization fluid. Sorry, I couldn't think of it for a second. So there's not actually any bad stuff in there. So you can see my house battery, chassis batteries, 100%. See what I'm getting on each leg, where my power is. Generator is running. This is where my batteries are, so the chargers are both on. Generator, I can set my auto gen set here as well, so we can turn it on. Let's say you have some pets in here and you want to go for a hike and you want to make sure that you don't lose power, or let's say that you're just going to run off those inverters. If it gets too warm in here, your pets will, it's not good for them. So that'll actually turn on your generator and run your air conditioner. Water, I can see everything right here. You want to keep everything on the outside bay in that autofill, and so that way when you're here you can actually just top it off if you wish. Here's my climate. So this is where I would set all that right here, and that's going to do like all the zones at one time. And then I can also set it for here. Batteries, this is going to show me where I'm at. I'm at 100% on 640 amp hours of batteries. I can see how much current I'm currently using. And then one coach mode. This is RV 101ing for beginners. So I've got my active camping, outdoor unplugged. So if I click this, it'll show you what needs to be turned on and off. So if I'm outdoor plugged in, you're at your campsite, then you just hit activate. If I'm indoor plugged in, like just storing stuff, I'm gonna hit activate there. So right now we're outdoor unplugged, so this is what's activated. It shows you right there. And then floor heat. That's probably what's also warming up. That's up in here, Jody. So these right here, front, back, and rear, just keep you nice and warm in here. And you can set that on storing mode. You'll just kind of keep it at a low here. Every one that you go up to 10, I think it is, is 2 minutes. So it'll cycle on and off 2 minutes, off 8 minutes. That'll cycle on. 4 times 2 is 8, so cycle on for 8 minutes and then be off for 16 minutes. So that's just how that works. Oops. And there you go. Block heater, you want to run that if it's really cold, so you can turn that on and that works through. So coming here, this is our satellite dish control right here. I've got my Wi-Fi module right here. This is, I have a remote for this, but I can also use this here. So this is my Girard awnings. So here I can just look at my channels, and then I can just have channel 0 is going to be for all of them. I just hit in. I could also do it with this remote, and that's going to start bringing those in right now. So if I just want to go to like channel 1 and hit channel 1 in, that'll tell that one to go in. And then window awnings here, I can turn my Wi-Fi router on and off. If I'm not using it, I can keep it off. I can lock my door right here, lock all those cargo doors here, step cover. Now, most of this you guys probably know, so let's just go over this. Back in the old days when you had lithium, you had to go outside and reset each particular battery. Here, if you want to power that battery management system on or off, you can do it right here. So it's a really good improvement for 2024. Additionally, if you need to reset your HWH master hydraulic system, you hold that for 5 seconds and that will go ahead and reset that automatically for you. So Newmar's brought that capability inside the coach for you. And then we have 1, 2, 3 max air fans in here that are all controllable through this system. You can also control that. You can use your iOS Apple apps or your Google Play apps, and you can turn those on and off. So it's in each bathroom, stool room, and right here. So let us start with the storage in the kitchen area. So I don't want to skip it. But right here, I can put my Instapot, my air fryer, any of that stuff in here. I don't need to bring an air fryer because I have a convection microwave oven that has an air fryer built into it. So it gives me more capabilities. And then this is nice and lighted. These are all locked. I push that in, pull it out, and then you can see all real wood dovetail hinges right here. Everything is just done high quality with Newmar, and I really recommend if you're getting a coach, get a Newmar. So with here, these pull out, so I can actually store more stuff in here. I can put cutting boards, or I can take a couple of these out and put an actual appliance in there. Newmar just gives you the capability of customizing that for the way you want. This will lock while you're driving, so you want to make sure you do engage that lock, but so your food doesn't fall out everywhere. But here I have a nice freezer, ice maker right here, storage. It's nice and cold in there already. And then I can get my water through here, so I don't have to open this as much. And this is a Whirlpool. This is a Whirlpool residential freezer and refrigerator. I've got a water filter. So we have a whole house water filter, which is great for getting out a lot of the heavy metals and stuff like that. But my water filter right here is gonna just get higher level of cleaning. So that way, when you're drinking that scotch or just water, it's going to be not minerally. You're going to get the pure flavor, what you want. And an air filter in there too. And then you got plenty of door storage space right here, and then you can change all that. So lots of nice stuff. Come in here, let's pull these nice chairs out. And first you can see how far this comes out, which is where we would engage those 2 additional chairs under the bed. But if you're, let's say you're still a working professional and you would like to have your a printer in here that you can pull out and let it print stuff. You can actually bring cords up here, have a monitor up here if you wish. So we got this little buffet table area right here, another drawer right here for whatever you might need. I have storage under here, so plenty of storage there. So I can store, a ream of paper if I want. And I have a file cabinet right here. So you can set your files right here if you need it. And if you're retired and you're like, I don't need any of this stuff, Chris, well, guess what? You can use this for any other type of storage. And then here we have what I call like a little pencil drawer or something, put small objects there. And then we get this nice high polished countertops that match throughout. And then those foldable chairs match this perfectly as well. More storage above. And I don't know if I mentioned it each time, but there's carpet in every storage compartment here, whether you're talking about the medicine cabinet, you're talking about your storage here. So all these are storage. And then turning around to my favorite room in the house is going to be the kitchen. So nice slide out drawer right there. And then all these are going to be soft close. I have another one of those. And if you see something like this, guess what that is? That's going to be where your Oasis hydronic heating is going to come through. Here I have a little place for my sponges, scrubbies, whatever can go in here. And then under here, I have more slide out trays, place for your trash right there, soft close. And then here I can actually pop my kitchen stuff. So looking above us, more storage. This whole thing pulls out. So if you're a little shorter, you can actually get something in the back here. And then here, you're just going to have to get someone a little taller if you need to get something from the back there. But that is an adjustable shelf. If you have something big in here, you can just pull the shelf out completely. All the colors for your coach are going to be right here, the Newmar Country Club. So scan that, join the Newmar Country Club. They're going to be like-minded Newmar owners that are going to help you. It's an owners group that's going to help you kind of learn how to use your coach with kind of real-world examples. And then GVWR on this is 58,000 pounds. So absolutely amazing. So I got some of those written down. I'll go over that with you shortly. Kind of European design, flow and spray. And look at this, absolutely massive sinks right there. So you can wash anything, including your 5-pound dog, even maybe a 6-month-old in there. And then again, I said these will store down here. Right here, I have a true induction cooktop. This is removable, so you can take this outside if you want to cook outside. And then both of these are going to have a cutting board. So my wife and I both can be doing food prep and then having everything cooking super quick on this induction cooktop, which is the most efficient way of cooking. And then right above this is going to be the exact same microwave oven I have in my house. And you can do air frying in here, you can do steam cooking, you can do convection roasting, all of that, super easy to access. Just tell it what you want to do, and then you go ahead and do it. Underneath here I have 3 nice drawers for more additional storage. And this is like a great drawer right here. All of these remote controls, we're going to teach you how to use this. So part of buying from Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick is we're an award-winning dealership. We have the highest level service rating from Freightliner and Spartan. And with that, we have a great walkthrough tech, and he will just teach you how to use everything. We'll spend a few hours with you teaching you how to do this and making it customized for you. Got some extra paint here, so you don't have to order it at first. And then here's that whole house water filter. But in a nutshell, it's a nice drawer. Everything is done with real wood, and it's got that nice soft close. And being a cook in the Navy, I do recommend using dishwashers to wash your dishes, because you can actually get those sanitized at, you want to do 180 degrees for at least 30 to 60 seconds on that, kill off anything. So you can put your stemware in here, or just fold that out of the way. You can stack your plates in there, and then for your silverware right here. So really effective and efficient system. Now notice right above me, of course we have these beautiful lights and everything, but this is where my HVAC system is. So I've got my air conditioner on right now because I had that Oasis system on. I got really warm in here. And so these just pop down, and then you can clean those out. It takes about 5 minutes to do the entire coach to clean all your filters. Pop them back on, and just amazing system. And the cool thing is when these slides are closed and you're going down and it's hot and you're using that, running this front air conditioner off of that inverter, because you don't need to run your generator, it's not going to be cooling or heating the tops of your slides, and you're going to get that good convection coming through. So coming here, I've got really comfortable seating area. So I'm gonna come right here so you can see easier. This right here, I can keep my remotes here so I don't lose them, because I'm gonna be like, where are my remotes? And then under here, what my wife's gonna want is a place to put a little, it's nice and warm in there because I had the heater on earlier. She's gonna wanna have the blanket there because I keep everything a little cooler than she likes. And then these right here, a little lit space for your cups. And you can actually turn that on or off, and you can change the color to whatever color you like, or just have no color at all. These are electric, and these theater seats are so comfortable, guys. I mean, I can sit here, let me get my TV on, because that's what I'm going to be doing at night when it's late and I can't hike anymore. I'm going to hit that 50-inch 4K Samsung TV up. I'm going to be sitting back here and just watching a little bit of television. I like to stream through Netflix or whatever. And what I have, which is really cool, I can actually be charging my phone with this USB outlet. And what I'm watching, as I mentioned, is a 50K television, right? But I'm tracking stuff in here. So more than just a 50K television, I've got a Bose 900 soundbar right here, which is gonna fill the room with that theatrical experience. And I have a Bose 500 subwoofer. I'm gonna tell you, I've got a great sound system at home. If you don't have the subwoofer, you're missing out. So that subwoofer is gonna give you that more theater-like experience. Across from us right here is this really comfortable small couch, but what's really neat is this is not a bunkhouse model, but it's basically a trifold sofa sleeper that I can sleep 2 adults. It's kind of like a full-sized, a little bit bigger than a full size. So I've got electrical outlets on both sides of that. I also have electrical outlets by the theater seats. And we're gonna move in here. So we talked about the air ride, or the air squared. I've got the air ride seats, but this right here is where that air ride chassis is. And so that's what you'll see, like semi-truck drivers who are driving 60, 100,000 miles a year. I don't know if that's possible, whatever they're driving. They're actually gonna be sitting here, and this whole front part is gonna be floating. So not only is this gonna be floating, your seats are gonna be floating too. And that's a really great feature that only Newmar has. So if you want a Class A diesel comfortable ride situation, but you need a Super C for the cost effectiveness or the tow capacity of it, or man, you've driven semi trucks, or you just love to be in one of these, this Newmar is going to be the most comfortable, most luxurious out there. So let's talk a little bit about this front engine, front cab area. There we go, baby. So what's really neat on this, well, let me lock this in. A few neat things on this. We've got the Detroit Assurance Safety Package right there. And what that gives me this year is gives me the tire pressure monitoring system, auto on headlights and intelligent high beams. It's going to give me automatic rain sensors for my windshield wipers, object detection and active brake assist, plus pedestrian detection. So if you're driving and that little kid runs across the street and they're not paying attention to anything because they're 3 years old and they don't know not to look for big trucks going by, this is going to immediately engage those brakes and give you that half a second more to hit the brakes even harder. So we also have a lane departure warning system on this. And some of the features on this right here we talked about, but I want to make sure I don't miss them. It's that DD13 Detroit diesel 12.8 liter engine, 525 horsepower, 1,850 pounds-foot torque. We have an Allison 3000 transmission, I mean a 4000T transmission, and you really can't even get Allison transmissions right now because Department of Defense, I guess, is eating them all up. So this is going to have that, which is, it's just the smoothest out there, and it gives you the capability of towing up and down these mountains with that 30,000 pounds. On the wheelbase on this right here, it's 335 inches, including the tag axles, 309 without. This is a 52-inch wheel cut, or 52-degree wheel cut. So actually for a Super C, this drives really well. Front axle, 18,000 pound front axles, and both of my rear and my tag are 20,000 pound axles. GVW are 52,000 pounds, but a gross combined weight rating of 72,000 pounds, which gives you about 8,500 net cargo carrying capacity for the Supreme Aire line. And each one's going to have their own individual metrics on that NCC. I think we talked about all the other stuff. I have 3 15K Penguin air conditioners with heat coils. That gives you 45,000 BTU of cooling. We have 50,000 BTUs of heating. So specifically on this right here, where my hazards are right here, I can turn my footwell, have that nice little orange glow down there if I want it. And then lane departure warning, I can turn that off. Now, right above us, I didn't mention, I have the shade. So if I'm driving, I'm probably going to put that shade down, and I can just do it right here because I don't really maybe need that extra light coming in, or I want to minimize the heat coming in from there. And then turn those cab ceiling lights off here. On. I have my automatic traction control here. So if I have an issue where there's an issue with the engine, I can actually do shutdown override, and I can kind of go at a low speed to the next, to get to a safe place off the interstate. I can control my engine right here, antenna. This is where you can lock your differential right here. And then if I need to dump my suspension, let's say I'm trying to get into a lower hanging garage, or I need to attach to something a little bit lower than I'm able to do normally, I can just dump that right there by holding that. And then here I've got all my cameras. So if I come to my cameras here, I can, all these different looks right here, or I can just get a top-down look right here and see where I'm at. So when I'm actually driving, so if I've got this in reverse, I can see where I'm going and I'm not going to hit anything. If I'm in a tight spot, it's going to be a little bit easier to see on that, especially for the newer drivers. Still always recommend using your mirrors. Now, if I am looking for like hooking up to that, I can actually come here, and I have my 2 trailers cameras. So if I had hooked up to a trailer camera here, I could do that as well. So we talked a little bit earlier, Sirius XM capable, and I've got my navigation. And with this right here, you get 3 years of traffic and weather alerts. So you can actually just hook that up, get that going, and if you have any questions on that, I can help you with that, or our great walkthrough tech, Marlon, can help you with that too. So the whole point of this coach is to get you and your family somewhere safely, in style. So again, if you need to take that trailer full of a race car or a big boat from Maine down to Boca Grande, Florida, this is the way to do it in style. She's a beast, huge engine, huge cargo carrying capacity. So if you would like to find out more about this, this is stock number 5N241462. My name is Chris Capper. We're at Transwest Truck Trailer RV off of I-25 in Frederick, Colorado, between exits 235 and 240. You can reach me at 813-333-2988. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great day.